The family of a mentally ill Mississauga, Ontario man who was convicted in a U.S. terror investigation are trying to get him transferred to a prison in Canada. Abdulrahman El Bonasawi was 17 when he agreed to help plot a series of bombing attacks in New York City. The attacks were never carried out. He is now serving his sentence in the most secure prison in the U.S., where his family says he's being denied psychiatric medication and care. John Lancaster investigates.
In the very, very worst prison in all over the world.
Usama El Bonasawi's son is at the ADX supermaximum security prison in Colorado. It's the most secure of its kind in the U.S. Inmates locked in solitary confinement in soundproof cells 23 hours a day. In April, Abdulrahman El Bonasawi was transferred to the ADX. He'd been sentenced to 40 years for his role in conspiring to help pull off a New York City bomb plot. El Bonasawi had been living at his parents' Mississauga, Ontario home in 2015 when he met an undercover FBI agent in an online chat room and agreed to join the plot. The teen was off his meds and awaiting treatment for a diagnosed bipolar disorder. A year later, he was arrested in the U.S. while on a family trip. His father says his son's condition is now a matter of life and death.
Because he attempted to suicide 5 times in prison due to the depression. This is why his transfer is very, very important.
Former U.S. federal prosecutor Andrew Frisch says El Bonasawi should be returned to Canada to get help and serve his sentence.
He's not Ted Bundy. He's not Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. He's a disturbed teenager with a documented history of inpatient psychiatric care and severe addiction.
Both countries have a prisoner transfer agreement, but neither country will say if or when a transfer may occur. John Lancaster, CBC News, Toronto.